you to obey them. Out here, obey my commands. Let's keep it strictly professional. Good luck to you both.
Do you have a lot of respect for Lehigh?
Oh, man,
yeah.
I respect all fighters, you know what I mean? But
Are you ready?
it just doesn't look like good solid.
Here we go, round one, Madison Square Garden. Oscar De La Hoya in the white, Jesse James Lehigh in the black. Oscar looks very focused, and Lehigh is trying to close the distance. Oscar De La Hoya trying to work the jab, trying to find the range. Lehigh lands the first punch. Left to the ribs with De La Hoya. De La Hoya comes back, slap to the head. Good right hand by De La Hoya.
Turn it right in. He's going for the feints. He's got to go for the feint.
But what's Lehigh have to do to make this fight go later round? Oscar seems like he's trying to open up. Good counter left by Oscar. Minute to go in round one. Good flurry by De La Hoya. Good right hand by Oscar. But he froze Lehigh right in his tracks.
I tell you, it's going to be early night.
Oscar has good balance on his punches, especially his left hook. He just kind of pivots and throws it, buddy.
He's setting him up. Left hook right hand, I told you.
It seems like Lehigh, as short as he is, good left hook by De La Hoya. His hands aren't up high enough. Good two-point combination by De La Hoya. Is it a matter of time, buddy?
Yep.
But De La Hoya's hands are starting to come down. Is that a sign of carelessness?
He's just setting him up. He's trying to hit and not get it at the same time.
Good flurry by Oscar. Here he goes.
One, two, 3, 4, 5.
I gotta tell you, he just kept his hands out and he was throwing those hooks in the right hands. And as you see the left foot caught him, I think it's gonna be left hook right hand combination.
Looks like Lehigh's trying to figure out how to get out of the way and just got hit. De La Hoya in for the kill. Lehigh backing away. Lehigh is open for a left hook. De La Hoya just pouring on the punches. Right hand. Good left hook. Right. He's taking punches and he's rocked back in De La Hoya's corner. Lehigh trying to hold on, but he can't. Oh, big right hand. That should be it. That should be it.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
The bell rang. No, he stopped it. It's all over. Here's the end of the fight. Oscar just flurrying. Seems like he was defenseless. Oscar catches him. Down he goes. Just staggered him every time he hit him. Just all Oscar. Down he goes.
He tells the ref to stop the fight, man.
Jesse James Lehigh saves himself from more punishment by not going on anymore, which is the right thing to do. Oscar just opens up. He's got a lot of power. Buddy, how do you rate his power? Or you cannot tell because of the opponent.
I couldn't really tell against the opponent.
The winner and still lightweight champion of the world from East LA, the Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya.
Oscar, señorita Reca en el camerino. I gave you the fights in the dressing room. I won a good clean fight, una pelea limpia. Dese la mano, Dios los bendiga a los dos.
Referee Joe Cordes calls for the opening bell.
Oscar De La Hoya said, I must take control early in this fight. I must show him I'm the boss in the first round. Most of the power of Julio Cesar Chavez is in that left hand.
Over 99 professional fights, losing only once.
Oh yeah, a lot of respect from both fighters. Now more relaxed, more defense in his style. He says a strong boxer puncher.
Sean, excuse me, there's some blood already at the corner of the left eye. And it must have been opened by a blow. They have not been close enough to bang heads that I recall in this opening minute. There's another right hand by De brought more blood from the cut.
Already a cut. Hot night here in Las Vegas just rips the face apart.
Well, nobody will want to see this fight determined by a cut this early. And Chavez's face rapidly becoming a mask of blood here in the first round.
Left hand is Gil. Left hand down by his waist.
And his legs are straight. He has to bend those legs.
Chavez, with his very relaxed demeanor coming into this fight, now will have to fight more out of desperation because of that serious cut.
And you can see how much bigger De La Hoya looks than Chavez.
Number 2, Oscar De La Hoya on the right of your screen. The taller boxer with the blue trim in his trunks. Chavez wobbled and using the jab effectively. De La Hoya here in the second round.
And again, he mentioned that Chavez can't fight backing up and underneath and trying to come up with that left hook as he's trying to do now.
He's getting backing up, his face a crimson smear. Fighters who are aging, like Chavez, have to move a lot, keep from getting hit. Chavez has always been very tough.
De La Hoya landed a good left and right. Concentration on the part of De La Hoya.
Oh yeah, both fighters. Round number 1, Chavez threw 18 punches, landed 6. De La Hoya threw 52, landed 17.
And he caught Chavez leaning in with a short chopping left. And again.
Julio Cesar Chavez was real upset that Joe Cortez got the assignment for this fight. He said Cortez worked his fight with Frankie Randall and Pernell Whitaker, and he thinks Cortez doesn't like him.
Well, again, it doesn't seem to me as if Chavez has any game plan at all. He's standing straight up against a much taller opponent.
You can see De La Hoya extend his arms every time Chavez comes forward, something he told us.
I would have to say that De La Hoya weighs at least 147 pounds right now.
That height really helps him, and that he can punch down on his opponents. The two sparred 6 years ago. 10-year-old Oscar De La Hoya. Because of that, Julio Cesar said, I don't need to watch training tapes of him. I haven't seen him recently.
17 in 1989.
And meanwhile, so far, this fight has been a fight with the one punch has been the effective punch. It's been De La Hoya's jab.
That's for sure. And there is blood all over the face of Chavez again as the cut is opened up badly.
A little maneuver. Push around your opponent where you want him. Let him know you're in control. That's what De La Hoya can do.
Short left hook by Chavez. Best punch of the fight. Now he's trying to come in low, which he should have been doing from the beginning.
So far, the blood has not appeared to have been a big factor in his vision, but in before. Final seconds of the third round. Round 4. Scheduled for 12. And Chavez comes out like a bull this time. The crowd alive. They want him, the old warrior, to prevail against the unwanted.
Yeah, and he needs to.
There's a left hand by Chavez. De La Hoya still very patient, using the jab, keeping his distance.
And again, Chavez is trying to fight, backing up.
All of the things that have happened in Julio Cesar Chavez's career, I think gets good advice. Yeah, educated left hand is right. De La Hoya has been fighting his whole life. He had hoped to one day be a world champion and be in a fight of this nature. Was a boxer. Vincente, his father Joel, also was a fighter.
And there was De La Hoya catching Chavez. Chavez trying to lunge forward.
I've had my eye on Oscar De La Hoya for a long time. He is an outstanding fighter.
And another good left hand inside and another left hook outside from De La Hoya. And a combination scored by De La Hoya.
Here's what happened at the end of the fight.
Look at that stiff jab set up everything.
Punishment from Oscar De La Hoya while Chavez trying to fall in to get inside of that danger zone, that 90% power zone.
But then you can see De La Hoya making him reach, stepping to the side.
Sharpshooting and then stepping back. Cracking with combinations.
There he goes away again.
And no retaliation from Julio Cesar.
And another combination, punishing Chavez.
Uppercuts.
Chavez under. I remember De La Hoya.
De La Hoya pouring it on. Chavez now not.
Look at that nose. Look at the nose. That's worse. His nose is worse than his eye. In his last fight, he broke his opponent's nose.
Blood pouring from the nose and the eye, and Joe Cortez calls a halt. He'll have the doctor look at this cut. Dr. Flip Pomansky comes up from the far side.
Also cut inside the mouth. Every time De La Hoya punches, he spins right on the end, and it slices the face. That's it. Say something else.
It is all over. Jose De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya. Pardon me.
The winner by technical knockout, winning his 4th world title belt and new WBC super lightweight champion of the world, the Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya.
And the question that will be among the early ones answered, who will dictate the style, who will dictate the tempo?
Many people thought Vargas might come out and start throwing immediately because of all the pent-up anger he has toward this man, but it is Oscar who's going right to work. De La Hoya cautious but yet effective with the jab. Up and down. Quadrupled up on that jab right there.
Just trying to get warmed up.
Vargas trying to counter there, and now he goes on the attack. Oscar's up against the rope.
He nearly goes through the ropes and Vargas opens up.
Made a mistake there with his footwork and almost slipped out of the ring.
De La Hoya seemed to be very comfortable, and then all of a sudden he got caught up along the ropes, and that's when Vargas took over the round. Vargas, look at that shoulder to De La Hoya.
Good left hand from Vargas. De La Hoya's in a bit of trouble right here in the first round. A little bit stiff, and Vargas is on him throwing punches.
Well, things were going along just swimmingly for De La Hoya, who is reddening along the right side of his face.
With that flurry along the ropes. Floyd Mayweather Sr. wanting Oscar De La Hoya to go back to his jab. He said he let Fernando back in it. Vargas doing a very good job of counterpunching.
First 2 minutes of the round, I thought De La Hoya had an easy time of it.
As he was struggling to get out of the ropes, he got caught.
And Oscar seemed a little tight to me in trying to kind of get going again at the end of the round.
You just have to kind of sit here and hold your breath a little bit to see what happens, to tell you the truth.
Well, I think Oscar De La Hoya is a little cautious here, trying to get his jab going, and now he starts to find his rhythm a little bit. Vargas has not, as so many people suspected, just run across the ring and tried to brawl it out with De La Hoya. The jab of De La Hoya is effective, but he has not yet followed it up with any kind of rights of any significance.
A very even fight so far, and a very entertaining one to say the least. Here comes Fernando. Fernando got a little shoving match toward the end of the last round. We're not playing patty cake tonight, Rich Murata.
No, but at least so far they've conducted themselves like sportsmen in there.
But there's no swelling, it's just a red spot when he got caught up in the ropes in the first round.
Now you remember when De La Hoya fought Trinidad, and he boxed in that fight, but he boxed with a lot of movement in that fight.
Yeah.
He is boxing here tonight, Alan, but not with a lot of movement. He's not running around the ring. He's not real mobile. He's not...
They just clashed heads, and certainly that is a factor. It has been in his career in the past, punching accuracy. But I think they're about, it's in the third round now, about halfway through, and I think they're about to get each fighter in the rhythm.
Yes, he's fighting a very controlled fight. No real show of emotion, with the exception of that little sneer they had for each other at the end of the second round. He is often throwing jab first to the body, then bringing it up to the head. That's a strong punch.
Big right hand just hurt Oscar. Oscar's hurt in the third round. Vargas trying to finish him off, trying to land big punches. Overhand right from Vargas as he continues to press. There's a left hand, a straight left to the face of Oscar De La Hoya. De La Hoya trying to gather himself with 27 seconds left in round 3. Oscar suffers a big punch. Now he's trying to fight back on the jab. We are entering round 4 of a scheduled 12-rounder. Vargas landing a power shot. But the jab's not going to be enough in this fight. Good power shot from Fernando Vargas. Oscar countering now. You could actually see his ribs on the back through his back. He's so lean and mean for this fight. I think when he's tried to fire the right hand, he's been countered. Nice uppercut inside. Fernando felt that. Good body shot from Oscar.
That one may have hurt Fernando a little bit. He took a couple of...
Good right hand. Pretty good right hand that snuck in there, Rich.
And that was almost the first one of the round.
I mean, he seems to want to follow. He trusts him completely. I've never seen that in Oscar's corner. Oscar would sit there with other trainers and just sort of ignore him.
Two great champions, two in their prime, two promotional companies coming together, top rank in main events to put on something like this. And you see the result.
Good right hand once again from Vargas, who's really pressing the action, but gets backed up off the jab of De La Hoya. De La Hoya is going to have to fire the right. There's a right. Great physical condition.
He's the only one marked so far in the fight. And now Vargas is bouncing back this round.
Vargas is unloaded now over in the corner. Oscar manages to step out of it. 45 seconds left, round 5. It's been Vargas this round with more pressure.
The two are making millions tonight, but they're earning them.
More as Vargas is going to stand right there. Good right hand from Vargas once again. Those are taking a toll, Rich.
De La Hoya not fighting back right
now
here.
He's on the ropes. Now he's on the ropes. Vargas continues to throw. Oscar's standing there taking it. Oscar's not throwing anything. That's his best, most effective weapon, would be the jab to slow down the attack of ferocious Fernando Vargas.
Picked Vargas to win. I wonder if you repolled those same 21 now, what the score would be.
He has a tendency in this fight to come on in the last minute, though. Oscar definitely in a defensive posture with this man right. Good jab right there.
Tripled up on him. That's how he befuddled Trinidad for most of the first 8 rounds. Good boxing exhibition by De La Hoya here.
Now I see some blood on Fernando Vargas' right side, his right cheek above the cheekbone. And that tells you what effective that jab has been. It's been a beautiful jab. He's busted open really well now. There's a big cut. And I could only guess that maybe they're touching heads. Joe Cortez warns him against the headbutts. Try to keep it out of there because we don't want to have this fight stopped on a headbutt, Rich. You had a sense that Oscar, after not fighting for 15 months, is finally in the 7th round or 6th round, maybe starting to get his legs a little bit more.
Well, we felt that the layoff would, due to the fact that he depends more on being really precise and sharp in the ring, De La Hoya.
Now we got a little showmanship going on. Both fighters are into it.
Absolutely gamesmanship. There you see the blood, though, coming out of that cut.
And that's the kind of fight it's been. Crowd getting a little raucous here. And you know Vargas, with 1 minute in the round, as I said, has been his pattern. Might get a little busy. Good punch inside. Now Oscar throws the right and comes back with a counter. And Vargas says, bring it on. Blood in the mouth of Oscar De La Hoya. Good right hand over the top, but Vargas takes it. It's starting to get to be serious business. Fernando's still in the middle. Good right hand from Oscar. That's what you've been calling for. Another good right hand. The crowd really reacted.
Following the jab, De La Hoya definitely in the rhythm, and this is a very dangerous time for Vargas because, as I mentioned in the last round, De La Hoya beginning to dominate. Vargas has got to put something on him.
De La Hoya flashing the jab and faking another right hand dead on the cheekbone. We have him winning the last 2 rounds. Vargas not good. There he is out front where he can be hit.
Pressure from Vargas anymore. Look at Vargas backing off a little, or a little side-to-side movement, not coming forward. He was the man initiating all the action. He was coming forward. Look at it now.
Showing tremendous boxing skills in his last 3 rounds.
Vargas looks worried to me.
Good body punches, good combinations. Good right hand for De La Hoya.
De La Hoya gets reckless, it could be trouble. But he's had a very good breaking down of Fernando Vargas in the last 3 rounds.
30 seconds left, round 8. Not as strong, as effective as he was in round 5. From then on, it's been all De La Hoya. Final seconds, round 8. What a great display of boxing skills from Oscar De La Hoya in this round. He's in the best shape of his life, Fernando Vargas from Oxnard, California. His whole life he's trained for this. There's that right hand. He's chopping away at him with the combinations. Trinidad knocked him around 5 times, knocked him down, but he didn't face this kind of jab with the combination. Now Oscar covering up.
This is what Vargas needs.
Is that what he's doing?
I don't suspect that's what he would do.
That's not smart. He's standing there covered up and letting Vargas throw the right hand again and again and again. Now Oscar back up on his toes, but he's not throwing the jab like he was. He lead right hand combination. Oscar looked a little tired. He's coming down to conditioning here. Oscar takes a hard body punch. That punch that counter from Oscar hurt. There's the jab. Be interesting to see what Mayweather says to Oscar at the end of this round. More blood for Fernando Vargas. Who can make it? Vargas said he would rather die than lose to De La Hoya. De La Hoya flicking the jab. De La Hoya continues to throw the jab at Vargas. Left hook by De La Hoya.
It's a nice left hook counter by De La Hoya. I thought he'd have more success with that here tonight.
Somewhere on the outside and try to keep flicking that jab. Vargas' jab is non-existent. 1 minute to go in the round 10 scheduled for 12. We'll see who can keep up the pressure.
And I would have to think, Alan, this is a very close fight.
Good counter from De La Hoya. 30 seconds, under 30 seconds left. I don't think anyone's taking control in this round. Good right hand from De La Hoya. Blood pouring out of his nose. Good combination. Inside, he staggered Vargas. He staggered him with his quickness and with a big power punch in the final seconds.
A little inside left hook from De La Hoya. There it is. And Fernando, the pain on his face and his legs betray him as he staggers back. And Vargas perhaps wearying now from this pitched battle. Finally showing the effects of a single punch. In this case, a left hook landed by De La Hoya.
We've got 2 rounds to go. We'll see. We'll see how Vargas bounces back. Sometimes a little sit on the stool brings you right back. De La Hoya cannot afford to be.
Oscar had him close to knocked out in the last round, and he's not jumping on him.
I think Vargas is more cautious than ever. More cautious than any round in round 11 here. Now he's cautious. There it is! There it is! Vargas is down! Vargas is down and stunned!
Flat on his back.
It's that left.
The left hand, which he really turned over very short and just beautifully.
No time to be careless. He's got him going backwards. De La Hoya's got him going backwards. Now he's got Vargas in the corner, throwing punches. And Joe Cortez ends the fight. Joe Cortez has ended the fight.
Nicely done. I mean, and then De La Hoya went after it. And this is what he was dreaming of.
Oh, he just put a pounding on him in the corner, Rich. And I think Joe Cortez did the right thing.
No one can argue with that stoppage of the fight.
No doubt.
A magnificent performance by Oscar De La Hoya. A gallant performance by Fernando Vargas in defeat.
The end comes at 48 seconds of round number 11. The winner by knockout victory, and now the unified champion from East LA, the Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya.
At least at the start here, electrifying moment.
Billed in the United States as the battle, and it begins. Round 1, scheduled for 12.
De La Hoya has made it clear he intends to box during the course of this fight, try to stay out of harm's way, use whatever style, and he feels he can adjust with several different styles as necessary. I don't believe so. Richard will break fighters if need be, but these two fighters, I don't think there's going to be, in terms of clinching, that type of thing. I don't think Richard will come into play in this fight.
De La Hoya just scored a left right to the head, and he has hurt Ruelas. Ruelas is on his heels against the ropes. Left hook by De La Hoya. So the first hard blows of the fight delivered by De La Hoya. De La Hoya with a strong right hand to the forehead of Ruelas. Another right hand by De La Hoya. And he looks like he wants to accommodate Ruelas if Ruelas wants to slug. Right hand by De La Hoya. Left hand by De La Hoya. All on the head of Ruelas.
Ruelas looks very tight to me here in the early going.
Right hand by De La Hoya.
Here's the first good body punch of the fight thrown by Ruelas.
Lead right hand by De La Hoya to the head, and it looks like the first round goes to Oscar.
Now Ruelas trying to rough him up.
Left hook by Ruelas.
I think some of the power was taken away from that one by De La Hoya backing away from the punch.
To offset this pressure from Ruelas.
And movement is what he needs against Ruelas, and he's doing well so far as De La Hoya.
Left hand by De La Hoya, down goes Ruelas. Ruelas is up with the count. No, he's on his knees at 5, 6, 7, up at 8.
Hands up high by Ruelas. He blocks that one, but he's pushed away, and there it is. De La Hoya right on the chin. Watch Ruelas when he goes down. Hits his head hard on the canvas as well. That second concussion didn't do him any good.
That little push set it up. Plenty of time, 1:20 remaining in round 2. De La Hoya with the pressure, and the fight is over. Oscar De La Hoya has defeated Raphael Roullis with a second-round technical knockout.
Right hand with the second knockdown. Richard Steele let it go, but Ruelas was in deep trouble, took another left hook, and a very good stoppage here by referee Richard Steele. He was not about to let the fighter get hurt any worse.
The winner by TKO victory, still undefeated, and now the unified lightweight champion of the world, the Golden Boy.
And demeanor has been a confident fighter. Coming into this fight, De La Hoya, you know about his confidence. Genaro Hernandez, the March 31st TKO in 8 rounds of former champion Jorge Paez. There you see some of the flashing, quick hands of Genaro Hernandez. Hernandez is... Genaro appeared a little tight. They're missing with both punches. Although Hernandez is not known for a big punch, I have seen him knock fighters out with one punch, as he did Raul Hibero Perez, the former featherweight champion. It is not only money, but, as we mentioned, neighborhood pride. Good combination from De La Hoya. Genaro answers back with a left hook and drives De La Hoya to the ropes, but look out, there's that De La Hoya power. De La Hoya looking to counter there. Good long-range right hand by Genaro Hernandez. Be interesting to see how the judges score this round. Hernandez reacting to the feints there of De La Hoya than was Ruelas due to the style. Styles make fights. Ruelas apparently was made to order for De La Hoya. But Genaro trying to keep De La Hoya off at long range, utilizing his jab. Whistling right hand from Hernandez, trying to be aggressive, bullying De La Hoya to the ropes. De La Hoya chasing Hernandez to the ropes and then opening up. Good left hook inside. Remember that power of De La Hoya, frightening for a lightweight. Hernandez, oh, hard right hand, an uppercut by De La Hoya staggers Hernandez. De La Hoya is a merciless finisher. Hernandez backs to the ropes. He has had a history of fighting very well off the ropes, but he's in a little trouble here. Hernandez trying to pick up his own level of aggressiveness. Just throwing something out there for De La Hoya to think about, I'm sure. I like that quick little right uppercut counter from Hernandez, and now he follows up with a couple of lefts. Coming to the final 10 seconds of round 5. Pretty good bounce back round for Genaro Hernandez after some rough moments in rounds 3 and 4. Well-schooled champions, undefeated fighters, Genaro Hernandez and Oscar De La Hoya. De La Hoya unloading a good left hook inside. Hernandez is right in front of him. Looks to be bleeding from the nose a little bit, or at least he's reddened there. Hernandez throws a good left. Good left uppercut by De La Hoya. He's got tremendous power, and he brought the blood from the nose of Hernandez that time. Hernandez really bleeding from that nose now, and De La Hoya's power telling in this 6th round. So that he's got the better jab. Counter right hand by De La Hoya over the left of Hernandez. Nicely done. We're halfway through the scheduled 12 rounds. De La Hoya back to his corner, taking a quick walk around the ring, and he doesn't want any more.
Referee stops the bout at the end of 6 rounds. The winner, and still the lightweight champion,
from Robert Alcazar, his corner, and we are ready to go. 10 rounds of junior lightweight boxing, both 133.5 pounds, both dressed in white. Valenzuela and De La Hoya. It's easy to see who the crowd favorite is here. He represented the United States. De La Hoya with a gold medal. And Valenzuela steps inside a foam move. He drops a left to the chin of De La Hoya, and De La Hoya wasn't quite sure where he was. I guess set forth in our first bout tonight. And here is De La Hoya in trouble already in round 1. It appeared to be a left uppercut as they stepped inside. Some said that he might be on his way down, that he had used it already. And De La Hoya comes back and he rocks him with the right. De La Hoya comes all the way back here in round 1. And it is Narciso Valenzuela going down as he's sent to the corner for the standing 8 count. Oh my, both have touched the canvas, and a nice right by Valenzuela. A left by Valenzuela, but it's De La Hoya scoring as he comes right back. De La Hoya landing a right and another right to the head. And he sends him to canvas for the 2nd time here in round 1. De La Hoya gets the wake-up call early in round 1, and he's ready to go. He smiles. Again, there is no 3 knockdown rule in effect. He's got to wait, and that'll do it. Bobby Ferrara says that's enough. Valenzuela is through. Oh my, De La Hoya.
One time in his career, that as an amateur, his final amateur fight, he was upset by the Korean champion in the Olympics. He says now of his style, I'm taking my time more, I'm using counter punches more, I am using my versatility. Look at that jab.
Waist getting away from punches and using his jab as a stinging weapon, as you see it there, and as Julio Cesar Chavez found out about it last June.
Oh, what a great weapon that is. That jab, and that's what he does very well. Look at that, nice jab from him. Gonzalez cannot let De La Hoya control the jab. Whoever controls the jab in this fight wins the fight. Again, the jab, look at that, deafening. That is a powerful jab.
De La Hoya has that out there in front of him, but he must get past a very difficult opponent, but he's getting off to a great start here in round number 1 tonight.
Yeah, very fast starter in De La Hoya. And former boxer himself, Mills Lane.
De La Hoya, for the most part, letting his jab do the work, but now he opens up with some of the other weapons in his arsenal to get a rise from this very excitable crowd here at the Thomas & Mack Center. De La Hoya dominating round number 1.
Gonzalez has to keep his chin down. He's got his chin too. Your arms, you don't go as far with your arms as you do if you get down to their level.
Gonzalez comes out here in round 2 looking to do a little more damage. It started much faster, throwing the jab himself now and trying to jab with De La Hoya.
Yeah, but look where his hands are. His hands are down underneath his chin.
Tremendous speed of the jab of Oscar De La Hoya.
And the feint. Trying to give it back is Gonzalez. No matter what in this fight, Gonzalez will learn. A complete fighter, Although I think he is. Third generation of boxers in the family. His father.
It's a battle of jabs here in round number 2. That's all we've seen.
Right, you see the hair going back. You know the jab is landing. More fights than De La Hoya as a pro.
Good left hook to the body by Oscar De La Hoya. De La Hoya comes into the ring now much more focused and much more ready to fight. Waving to his fans and smiling and joking and everything. Look at that left hook by Oscar De La Hoya.
This left hook is. Little feints from each fighter, and then
that may have angered a little bit Gonzalez, showboating a little against him, and De La Hoya coming in.
Oh, there it is again. That left hook. Look how fast he is.
De La Hoya, by the way, says he plans this will be his last 140-pound fight, and so far he's fighting it brilliantly as the second round comes to an end with a huge 140 pounds, and De La Hoya has fought brilliantly so far.
There's the versatility that I'm talking about. Every time that Gonzalez reaches and tries to take control, you'll see De La Hoya really smacking him. De La Hoya knows he's boss right now. To land big, hard punches on him.
There's the first left hook from Miguel Gonzalez. That one landed on the chin, and he follows it up with a nice combination.
Good combo. Miguel has to do the combos.
Movement from the waist. Getting down low, something he was not doing early in his career. Trying to show some defensive prowess.
I talked about the control of the jab. There's a good right hand from De La Hoya. You control the fight with the jab.
It has been a Miguel Gonzalez third round, but now De La Hoya trying to go back to basics and find his rhythm again with that jab.
Repeat those instructions. You lose time. And all of a sudden, new trainer comes in. Abel Sanchez comes in, and he gives the instructions. Gonzalez's native tongue. Gonzalez learning to speak English. Good right hand from Gonzalez, but 3 jabs from De La Hoya. Jab controls this fight.
Well, it certainly controlled the first 2 rounds for Oscar, but he allowed Gonzalez to get off with that jab and start to score it in the third round. And now we see Gonzalez being tagged again by De La Hoya, who's not showing the lateral movement anymore.
You have to use different strategies. Good jab again. Look at the jabs, and look at the difference in jabs from Gonzalez and De La Hoya. These are power punches from. Made sure to point it out and warn Gonzalez for it.
Gonzalez backing De La Hoya up against the ropes and then lands another left hook low.
Well, Gonzalez may be changing his tactics too. He may want to try to make this a dirty fight.
Good left hook by De La Hoya.
Try to make Oscar mad. In speed, just a notch behind De La Hoya. Although he's taking some of that speed off over this round. If I'm De La Hoya, I'm saying forget anything else. I'm going to go with that jab. That's all I'll throw is jabs all night. Oh, there it is again, trying to double it up. Look at that. Oscar controlling the jab once again. Gonzalez has to get that jab back. Gonzalez only a 68-inch reach.
Either way. Now Gonzalez is missing a lot of these punches. And a beautiful right-left combination by De La Hoya that gets Gonzalez in a momentary bit of trouble.
Came in with a good combination that one missed. Not quite the accuracy on the shots of Gonzalez as De La Hoya. Yeah, this fight's only a matter of time. Gonzalez's face is swelling up. Again, the left hook on that right eye. He's going to have so much trouble with that right eye. Scoring De La Hoya. Left and right downstairs. Gonzalez trying to tie up, and he finally does.
Gonzalez was trying to hang on, but he could not force a clinch, so Mills Lane never actually broke him, and De La Hoya is able to stay right on. Good left hook by De La Hoya, and Gonzalez is in trouble.
Now stepping back, turning those reins over to Jesus Rivera.
I should have never left myself open for that man.
Hands down. Sorry. Hands down, chin up. That's a dangerous thing to do.
Gonzalez landed a couple of shots, Sean, but hitting on the break.
Oh, good right hand by Gonzalez. When De La Hoya drops down, he bends over at the waist, and that's when Gonzalez could land.
Good left hook by De La Hoya. Yeah. Look at that jab, tripling on the jab.
3 jabs, a.k.a. Sandy Sadler.
Left hook, De La Hoya, and Gonzalez has to hold.
Well, you heard it from Emmanuel Stewart. They want a counter jab. There is the powerful left hook. Oh, that right ear is starting to look red. Oh, little face taking a pummeling, swelling around that right eye and also swelling on the left eye.
Well, this is one of the most sensational jabbing performances we've seen.
Yeah.
Look at him, and follows it up now with the left hook.
It's your jab, but it's a feint, and then you counter his jab.
Now, it seems to me that De La Hoya has led a lot with the jab, and those punches are sending Gonzalez's head straight back.
You got to take a shot first if you're going to be a counter puncher.
Right hand by Gonzalez.
Oh, he needs more of those.
Sean O'Grady. We are at the Thomas & Mack Center, Las Vegas, Nevada, USA. And hope you're enjoying this wherever you're watching around the world. De La Hoya, when he misses one punch, still comes back with another. If he misses two, he's still going to throw that third until something finally lands.
Triple up on that jab once again.
Back to the jab again. Everything operates off the jab.
You know, they're so concerned in the corner.
Of course, you may be having your best round, but it still doesn't mean that you're winning the round.
That may have lost it. Well, he has hurt Gonzalez on several occasions, I thought, in this fight. Yes, I think he still has great power for this weight division. And, I don't know.
Right to the body, left hook to the head, and Gonzalez.
It'll make you quit doing something. Good body shot from Gonzalez downstairs.
Just deducted a point from Gonzalez. I think he didn't want to answer right back with another point. Everything is going in the direction of the golden boy, Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya, white trunks. Gonzalez has been waiting a long time for a big payday to really be in center stage in a fight. He's lived in the shadow of Julio Cesar Chavez in Mexico for a long time. Year and a half than he was previously. He is able now to pick punches out of air with his gloves. And I do see a little bit of swelling around that left eye of De La Hoya.
Yeah, underneath that left eye, as well as over it, that from the right hand.
So Oscar will wear some of the trophies of this fight for a while. There's definite swelling now underneath that left eye, and that is swelling up very fast, Sean.
Two underneath that eye. Oh, right there on the eye.
Gonzalez having his best round of the fight, and De La Hoya in a little bit of difficulty here. We take a look at some of the action, Sean, and we'll have you address it here, how De La Hoya will approach this strategically.
Yeah, he may start moving more, It's okay to do that sometimes. Other times you got to put that left hand up. Look at him now on his bicycle, and this pro-Mexican crowd does not like that. Gonzalez can nail him.
Double left hook by De La Hoya coming off the ropes. Seemed a little bit perplexed by what had happened to him with the swelling of the eye and the small cut underneath it. And Gonzalez had a very good round and is continuing.
Keeps his hands up, and this is a time in this fight where his hands up around his face would do him great justice. You never really know your cut until the corner tells you there's a cut, and you see the cut man come in. Sometimes the cut will be over the eye, and the blood drips down in your eye, and you can see it that way, under your eye. You're going to see it. You're not even bothered by it.
So it's not affecting his vision?
No, you don't even know you have swelling. Not his swelling yet. Lit a fire under this crowd. In the last two rounds, Gonzalez.
Them here in these last 6 minutes of boxing.
Oh, nice right hand. The best right hand from Gonzalez so far in this fight from him was on the mark. It was on the button. There it is again. Nice work. Gonzalez needs more of those. You know, they told Gonzalez in the corner.
But he probably has won the last two rounds.
Yes, he has. They got 7-3. He has spent his whole life to be champion. Good right hand and coming back with a left hook.
With swollen left eyes. De La Hoya, small abrasion as well, and he opens up with a fierce attack here in the opening moments of round 12.
Oh, look at that attack, moving. Punching while you're moving like that is something special in a fighter. Now you mess around with Mills Lane.
Now a left hook by De La Hoya. Let's see who can close fastest of all. Oscar trying to close the show.
Awesome. Fast, speed, power. Gonzalez is hurt.
Gonzalez a little bit unsteady now, as you saw it as he backed into that corner.
Good hook from De La Hoya. Look at these punches. De La Hoya now Punches of Gonzalez seem to be wilting.
Gonzalez, it appears, does not have enough left at this point, Sean, to really launch a major offensive.
No, and he really
Left
needs
hook
it.
by
Boom.
De La Hoya.
Those
That one
punches,
hurt.
they just make you physically tired.
I don't think
that one
Gonzalez
does.
has much left
Oh,
here.
Gonzalez is ready to go. He's been ready to go for the last 30 seconds in this round. He is hurt.
And the bell sounds to end the round, to end this fight. And what we think is another successful showing by Oscar De La Hoya.
Bob Logis scores the bout 117 to 111. John Keane scores it 117 to 110. And Anek Hongtongkam scores it 117 to 109 for the winner. And still WBC Super Lightweight Champion of the World, the Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya.
Pernell Whitaker, his last bout, January 24th in Atlantic City, New Jersey, when he came from behind to knock out Diabelos Furtado in 11 rounds. Here we go into round one. Whitaker has a very strange low crouch that he will often use, and it'll be interesting to see how De La Hoya tries to attack that here tonight. Nice jab by Whitaker. The early moments, at least, controlled by the champion. He will attempt to jab, turn him around.
De La Hoya in a style that's become familiar for him in his last few fights, trying to keep his opponent at a distance by holding that left hand out.
Whitaker's jab surprisingly effective here in round one. De La Hoya wild with his return flurry. Until the last couple of years, Pernell Whitaker rarely lost a round in his career. De La Hoya missing with the uppercut, and De La Hoya has been wild and appears a little bit tight here. He gets the jab to work, which he may need to do to get himself into tempo here. Combination by De La Hoya, and now the action begins. Terrific left hook to the body by Pernell Whitaker. Whitaker got all of his punching power into that left hook, and De La Hoya took a backward step after that body shot by Whitaker. De La Hoya wants to punch in combinations when Whitaker gets close. It was shocking in that first round to see him out-jabbed by Whitaker. Those jabs against southpaws don't often work as successfully as they do against orthodox fighters. Oh man, that jab of Whitaker is finding a home in De La Hoya. There weren't many people who thought that Whitaker could defeat Julio Cesar Chavez, and while it was called a draw, basically he did defeat him that night. Look at Whitaker. That even draws a smile from De La Hoya. De La Hoya trying to cut the distance down. Whitaker has done an effective job, and they're flailing away with the left hand. De La Hoya trying to get his right hand home to the body, trying to attack with straight right hands, and coming a little bit faster here at Whitaker.
Well, De La Hoya comes into this fight saying that he has 5 or 6 different game plans, if you will. He may need them all before it's over with.
Those punches largely ineffective. Crowd roared. There's a right hand on the top of the head by De La Hoya. But De La Hoya beginning now, it seems like, to get a little more relaxed, and was closing those last 30 seconds the distance.
And it appeared that De La Hoya was able to close the distance between them. Pernell Whitaker with a couple of good punches in that exchange.
Of course, Pernell's so tricky inside that all those punches missing. I say De La Hoya's accuracy level so far through the first 2.5 rounds until that punch has been lower than at any time in his career. Now, Whitaker spins him around, but De La Hoya had landed his hardest punch of the fight just before that. And Mills Lane right there, he saw it. We're inside the final minute now of round 3. Good left hook to the body by Whitaker and a clash of heads. And now De La Hoya's on the receiving end of another shot by Whitaker, who comes forward. And De La Hoya goes down to the canvas. Let's see what Mills Lane calls it here.
I think he's cut under his right eye, Rich.
No knockdown. De La Hoya is cut. It looks as though neither guy is afraid of the other. Good left uppercut by De La Hoya. That one rocked Whitaker back. Another left hook by De La Hoya, and Whitaker felt that. He came right at him.
Here's the left uppercut. And again, Whitaker.
There's the right. De La Hoya can fight going backwards as you see him getting backed up. Good right hand inside by De La Hoya to the head of Whitaker. Mills Lane lets them fight inside. There's a good body punch by De La Hoya. We've seen precious little of that from Oscar so far. And the bruising around the right eye of Whitaker is becoming more prominent. Whitaker clowns, but probably lost the round in your scoring. De La Hoya fast, but again, missing most of those punches. He may want to work to the body a little bit more. Oh, a great right hand from Whitaker. A terrific combination by Whitaker.
But as the fight progresses, that's going to be something to watch.
Another beautiful right hand from Pernell Whitaker. Sweet Pea a little more economical in his punching than is De La Hoya, but in this round at least, he's been the more accurate of the two.
Landing frequently, too.
Another beautiful right-left cross by Whitaker, and he gets out of there after landing the punch. Whitaker enjoying a nice round so far.
Well, he's not going to get any points from the hot dogging.
No, he's not, but he's making De La Hoya is certainly not able to make him pay for it.
There's a good straight right from De La Hoya.
Remember we said, and Oscar has said all along, he had 4 or 5 game plans for this fight. He's gone to plan B, which is to go to a southpaw attack.
Big punch from De La Hoya.
But he just missed the follow-up left hook.
Certainly hasn't.
And that's the odds that De La Hoya was favored by. Whitaker wild and then runs into a left hook from De La Hoya, partially taken on his glove. De La Hoya trying to counter off that jab now. Nice punch by Whitaker. Oh, that's a clever bit of work by Whitaker. Mills Lane didn't like it because what he did was he turned De La Hoya, got behind him, and then was hitting him from the side. Good shot by Whitaker. Whitaker trying to pick him apart with that jab. Oh, look at that. A violent collision of heads, and then Whitaker threw him down.
Good right hand by De La Hoya there.
Oscar trying to put some power now on Whitaker as he unloads that combination. And Whitaker did not get away from all of them that time. De La Hoya now showing some blood from the right nostril.
Well, Whitaker certainly is, if not in the best condition of his life, certainly right up there amongst it.
Now, it's a good thing for De La Hoya he prepared for a vintage Whitaker. Because this is not the same Pernell Whitaker we saw in the ring against Diablo Hurtado.
You can tell Whitaker really trained hard for this fight, Rich. He looks to be in splendid condition.
Well, he had an impeccable training camp, high-quality sparring partners. He has not used his legs unnecessarily here tonight, so he looks in tremendous condition. Now De La Hoya answers back at Whitaker after Whitaker seemed disappointed with himself that he had missed with a jab.
And De La Hoya comes back with a mild right hand, but it landed.
The quietest round of the fight, but a little left hand by De La Hoya, and Whitaker laughs it off.
De La Hoya smiling right back at him, Rich.
Flurry of punches from De La Hoya, 20 seconds to go. Whitaker trying to get that jab to work. De La Hoya landing, then spinning Whitaker around.
And landing a good body shot in that exchange too, Rich.
Even with Chavez, but how the last two fights have been real battles for him. With Miguel Gonzalez and tonight here with Pernell Whitaker. Whitaker chasing De La Hoya back with a jab. And then hurting De La Hoya a little bit with a left hook to the head.
And another clash of heads there against the ropes.
De La Hoya goes down. Is it a knockdown?
Oh, it's a knockdown.
It is a knockdown. They are counting it off. There was a punch and De La Hoya went down to one knee. That could be very huge. Another left hook, and that's a big shot for Whitaker. And De La Hoya has had an extremely sluggish round here in the ninth. And De La Hoya...
He looks fatigued.
He looks befuddled right now. He is not getting to Whitaker. Now he chases him across the ring, but Whitaker avoided all those punches. Now Whitaker again scrapes De La Hoya with his glove. De La Hoya not getting off. Good right hand by De La Hoya, top of the head of Whitaker. He ducked just low enough to make it a less effective punch. Whitaker chases after De La Hoya. Pernell Whitaker getting away from those shots. Now De La Hoya tries to put it on him. The power. The bell brings the good left cross by Whitaker. And now Whitaker bangs to the body of De La Hoya. That one left uppercut earlier in the fight might have been the closest thing to it. Whitaker winding up and throwing the left hand.
Whitaker punching and holding.
De La Hoya flurrying late again, trying to steal the round on the judges' cards. And good jabbing work there by Whitaker. He turned De La Hoya around. Crowd is roaring, but De La Hoya really not landing with those punches. Final seconds of the fight.
Whitaker clowning some more.
Crowd in a panic. There's the end of the fight. The guys look as though they enjoy it. They go and congratulate.
For the winner by unanimous decision and new welterweight champion of the world, the Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya.
Okay, Oscar, both of you guys are structured in your dressing room. I'm cautioning again, obey my commands at all times. Shake hands, good luck.
His upset victory over Sugar Ray Leonard, a fifth-round knockout. He is bringing into this. He says, I realize now that I do have great power.
Will be his plan after the rumbling. De La Hoya right away drives Camacho back. Good left hook by De La Hoya. Camacho covers up. Camacho has never been stopped. This is the goal of De La Hoya.
Camacho trying to clear the cobwebs. De La Hoya, oh, he's already tagging him. That left hook is...
Camacho in trouble. In the corner. Left hook. De La Hoya closing flanks here.
Oh, look how fast these punches are from De La Hoya. He throws that left hook so off time with his right hand. He throws the right hand and then a real fast left hook, kind of a slow right hand, lures you into a false sense of security, and then he cracks with a left hook.
Left hook by De La Hoya driving Camacho back.
De La Hoya's got to settle down. He's got to go back to what's working. He's got to get back to landing those punches.
Camacho landed with his best shot of the round. De La Hoya comes inside, turning nicely. Got De La Hoya's attention coming into Camacho, but De La Hoya back. The first round has been a good indicator of what's to come. And Camacho, De La Hoya, end of round one.
Keep him in front, keep him in front.
They are separated. Camacho goes down, lands a body shot, and ties up. Cuts off the ring here in round two.
And extremely strong. He says now, I am taking my time. I'm using counter punches more. I am more aggressive, and we saw that in the first round. Looking for KOs. When your opponent touches you like that, a lot of times the best thing to do is just to swipe that punch down. There's a good left uppercut.
Good uppercut by De La Hoya. Just missed. Zin tries to punch and get away. That is a Camacho trademark thus far early. If you're going to gamble, trying to get inside, tie De La Hoya up and don't get hit.
So he will pick his spots and try to charge inside. And De La Hoya will try to muscle him as he does here and lands 3 left hooks and an uppercut. Round 3, opposites attack. Oscar De La Hoya and Hector Camacho from the Thomas and Mack Center by way of Caesars Palace in Las Vegas.
And once you start missing on Camacho, once he can get out of the way of your punches, all of a sudden you're apprehensive about throwing them. That's a good combination from De La Hoya, and then look at the Spider-Man Camacho.
And then explode as De La Hoya comes into him. That's his inside fight. Outside, of course, he's been a very good fighter moving laterally. There's a sneaky uppercut by De La Hoya. What the corners are talking about, the leap from De La Hoya than against Whitaker, a similar style.
And we are also seeing more fight from Hector Camacho than we saw against Trinidad.
Well, the win over Leonard certainly had to make him a little braver, a little bit more on the muscle. Good sneaky uppercut by De La Hoya. He fired it from outside. But if you're quick enough to fire it and then get back to a defensive posture, you can do it. Two shots by De La Hoya. The first was blocked, second one got in.
Those hurt right on that liver. Liver sits on the right side of your body. Oh, those smart, and those body shots accumulate.
Big shot there by De La Hoya.
Again, going around for that left hook to Gancho.
Right hand by De La Hoya, not wasting opportunities. When he gets the chance to punch, he explodes everything into it. And the point by Camacho's corner is that De La Hoya is leaping to these shots and therefore overextending his body for a counter. Whether or not Camacho sees that angle to hold excessively, drawing some boos. Camacho is trying to dart inside, and if he can't get his punch off, hold up so he doesn't pay the price. Good right by De La Hoya, a lead right. Nice uppercut attempted, just missed. That's a sneaky uppercut.
It's very fast. It's sneaky because it's thrown off time. Yeah, look at that, those combinations. 1, 2.
Two shots. Two shots by De La Hoya. Starting to figure Camacho out, perhaps. Jabs by Camacho. Standing right in on De La Hoya. Grazing left hook by Oscar De La Hoya. Pretty much range finders there.
Yeah, they're not really landing, but they are keeping the eyes busy of De La Hoya. What Camacho wants to do is he wants to keep De La Hoya out there, not closing in where he can hit him.
Relentless in his pursuit.
Look how much bigger De La Hoya looks than Camacho. Camacho, big broad shoulders. That is a pesky jab. Oh.
And De La Hoya had the hook there. It was a grazing one. Camacho with an uppercut back.
Debilitating left hooks to the body he was throwing in the last round, that third round. Well, he's gotten off the body this round. Oh, there we go.
He goes back.
I think he's listening to me. Let him know you're going to be in his face all night. They want Macho. Pat Burns, former amateur coach for our U.S. amateur team. He wants Camacho to stay in there and rally a little bit, battle with Oscar De La Hoya.
He wants the second and third punches together. There's an uppercut by De La Hoya. That's been his sneaky punch in this fight with both the left hand and the right hand because it is thrown from an angle Camacho would not expect.
Two big left hooks landed by Oscar De La Hoya.
Still an effective weapon, at least as far as perhaps getting Camacho in range for a bigger shot. And De La Hoya keeps coming at him. Fiery intensity by De La Hoya. He wants to rumble. He wants the opportunity. Oh, good right hand.
Oh, Camacho is chopped.
Camacho's hurt by that, though.
Yeah, good set of whiskers on Hector Camacho. And he moves out of there.
Let's see if De La Hoya goes to the body here. Oh, straight right there, buckled Camacho's knees for a second.
He has not been as effective with that left hook the last several rounds, so what Oscar is doing is he's trying the straight right hand. Get Camacho watching that right hand, and he's not watching the left hook. Fat glove in your stomach all night. That just takes the steam out of your legs.
Camacho may have half a dance floor to work with. De La Hoya off to a fast start as far as his boxing goes. Camacho has not done very much offensively. Sean Camacho is not done very much offensively. Have you given him anything yet as far as rounds?
You know what has happened in this fight is he tasted the power in that first round from Oscar, and since that opening round, he has been on his bicycle.
Have you given any rounds to Camacho?
I don't think Camacho's, he's not won one of my rounds on my scorecard.
Here comes De La Hoya back. Camacho takes some more big shots. Body shot, another one. Big shot by De La Hoya.
Yeah, those uppercuts have been such a debilitating weapon on the chin of Hector Camacho, just to be...
Camacho going back, trying to get on the bicycle. De La Hoya continues with the body attack.
De La Hoya wanted a knockout by the 6th round. This is the magical round for Oscar De La Hoya.
And Camacho fighting back there.
Yep, it's up to De La Hoya to cut off the ring and make Camacho fight. Make him stop running.
It's the jab and then the shuffle step over by De La Hoya. He rips Camacho again with a hook.
Kind of jabbing hook that Oscar uses to try to kill the jab. And what he's done is he's negated the jab of Macho Man. See, Camacho can't use that jab effectively now. Every time he reaches to throw it.
Camacho on the defense.
Oh yeah, and this is where this is what Oscar De La Hoya did not want. He didn't want all this movement, all this running. It's up to Oscar to cut the ring off, make Hector fight. It's hurt Camacho on numerous occasions in this fight.
Good right to the top there. Jab, left hand by Camacho, attempted, not much on it. De La Hoya forces his way through, gets the jab, the hook. He is forcing all of this fight. And we'll see what kind of tempo that sets for the second half of this fight.
Oscar De La Hoya.
Maybe the ice was no accident.
Nah, it wasn't any accident. Pat Burns, the veteran cornerman, knew he wanted to buy some extra time for Hector Camacho.
Left hand misses by Camacho. De La Hoya ducking, Camacho over the top.
He has tasted the power and he doesn't like it.
And ironically, this being De La Hoya's round, it's the slowest round of the fight so far, although it's still early. Good left hook to the body by De La Hoya.
These professional fighters, sometimes they use their most energy early. There's a big left uppercut.
Here he comes.
Camacho is hurt.
De La Hoya coming on. Camacho gets away. Final minute of the 7th.
He is slick, slippery. Hector Camacho.
Good left hook by De La Hoya. Camacho in the corner here. Two-punch combination attempted by De La Hoya. Camacho tying him up.
Well, I tell you, this is a difficult fighter to face. Big punch.
5 shots against 6 shots, and Camacho took them all. Camacho hearing it from his corner between the 7th and 8th, saying, listen, you go fight this guy if you want it. You won't win a decision, and he starts to fight here.
A good straight left, that is his best punch.
Camacho asserting himself somewhat there.
And De La Hoya, look at this pressure from him. There is no rest at all for Camacho.
De La Hoya with the right hand now, driving Camacho back. Another big right hand was a grazing shot. Well, he would appear to be right. Camacho off to a slow start in the scorecards. He's only been close in 1 round, the 2nd. Otherwise, they've been very clear De La Hoya rounds. Uppercut by De La Hoya.
Is this an opportunity, a window of opportunity open for Hector Camacho and he's not using it?
Well, De La Hoya is trying to take that window away by pounding the body, hopefully slowing the movement later on. Camacho is resilient as far as his ability to take shots, not throwing too much. Quick, sneaky punches by De La Hoya. Drives Camacho back.
Yeah, 3-punch combination. They want 4s and 5s from the corner of De La Hoya.
Again, the uppercut by De La Hoya.
Ooh.
5 punches here on Camacho.
Oh, those hurt tomorrow.
When you take a look at the guys De La Hoya has stopped, Camacho is showing a pretty good chin tonight.
I think
with De La Hoya in command.
Come on, break.
Camacho doing a lot with the bear hugs, not doing much offensively. He would run. Actually, what he's done is tie up. Now, De La Hoya is coming after him again. Camacho hurt. Big right hand. He goes back again. Trying to throw jabs and show some heart.
Oh, look at this movement.
Midway through 9, the body is open for De La Hoya. He lands. That's the one bet they didn't have in Las Vegas. The bear hug over-under. Because Camacho has gone to it a lot tonight.
The left hook to the body, that punch right there is the one that can win this fight.
Big one.
By a knockout.
Big shot here by De La Hoya, continuing to work Camacho. Camacho has done almost nothing offensively now, takes 3 shots from De La Hoya.
That freezes him in his tracks, too. You hit him in the body.
Well, they like what they see with those ripping hooks to the body. He's put more together this round than since early in the fight. Going back, big uppercut by De La Hoya. Camacho has to go down. He gets right up with that long, leaping uppercut. Unfurled major damage on the Macho Man.
And he is hurt.
It is where the damage occurs. The big uppercut by De La Hoya, and the punctuating right hand drives him back.
There is the lunging that they're talking about. That's what Emmanuel Stewart was asking for, and he gets from De La Hoya. See him moving forward while he's punches, throwing his punches. Down goes Hector Camacho.
He gave Camacho nowhere to go. Smart enough to use the count, but De La Hoya, a huge finisher. Let's see if Camacho can bear hug his way through round 9.
You see him try to use that pawn, that left, or that right fist out there, Hector does. Tries to just put it out there to try to throw Oscar off. Good left hook and a tie up. What Oscar De La Hoya has to do is he has to pull his arms out. Stop this tying up. You gotta let go of my arms.
He is.
Pull them out every time you try to tie my hands up. And also, Oscar has to cut the ring off now more than ever. He has to cut the ring off and make Hector stop moving, stop this running.
Left hook to the body, right hand upstairs by De La Hoya. He senses another attack. Camacho tries to keep him off. He's in the corner. That's dangerous. And De La Hoya tees off with a right hand, but Camacho able. De La Hoya being implored to come forward and continues to do it.
Taken away because he is taking his body away when he punches. To punch hard, you have to commit. You have to throw your body, you have to thrust your upper body into your opponent. And Camacho not interested in doing that. There, back to the body.
De La Hoya continues to come on. Camacho hurt again.
When De La Hoya goes downstairs,
he can't tie up now. Right hand by De La Hoya with the excessive tie-up. Wants to survive. And Camacho with the left hand.
Yeah, Camacho's got some power, and that's what they reminded him between rounds.
De La Hoya with the hook goes down at stairs again with it.
Yeah, he's got to watch the head of Camacho. Both of them coming together.
Camacho missing again. De La Hoya back at him. Hook downstairs by De La Hoya, and they are tied up.
Keep those hands moving if you want to knock out this round. Oh.
There's a shot by De La Hoya. Good uppercut. Camacho ties up. De La Hoya works the head again. Good hook downstairs by De La Hoya. Good right going back. Big shots by De La Hoya. Camacho tying on, throws him down. With disqualification, he's hopelessly behind. Left hook by De La Hoya.
Camacho needs some power now more than he's ever needed it.
Well, De La Hoya can't get him out in the 11th as Camacho, and they have fought in opposite ways. Camacho very sporadic with his offense. De La Hoya has tried to get him out. It has not happened. Had Camacho down.
Try to put some mustard behind that left hand.
Camacho has nothing to lose in the 12th round.
Oscar De La Hoya wanted so badly to have a knockout over the Macho Man, who has built up a name for himself as a survivor in these big mega fight opportunities. There's a good combination from De La Hoya.
Let's go, Holly.
But he does not want to be stopped. He's fighting like that, and a guy that doesn't want to be stopped will hang in there. Now De La Hoya goes for it one more time. Big uppercut by De La Hoya. Camacho really hurt. But De La Hoya not with much time.
Doesn't want to be KO'd.
He doesn't
Camacho
care.
now relying on all his experience of his 22 years of boxing.
To stay in there and get through, as De La Hoya is but seconds away from a lopsided victory and the maintenance of his WBC welterweight title. It's only a matter of totaling the cards now.
For the winner by unanimous decision and still WBC welterweight champion of the world, the Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya.
Unquestionably and unabashedly is an Oscar De La Hoya crowd. We're in the western part of the United States. They have trekked here from California and other parts west. Like Forte, a man that many welterweights said often, you don't want to fight. Will he be sharp after such a long layoff? He's standing very straight up, Forte is, and got whacked with the left hook right from the beginning by De La Hoya. Here comes De La Hoya coming after him. And every single punch he throws brings a cheer from this crowd. Forte goes with a right hand and a left hook that misses. Both men intent on getting that jab started. Already you can feel the intensity in this fight. There is a lot of intensity in that ring, and you can feel both fighters looking to make things happen. Left hook gets in by Forte. It's almost as if people are holding their breath waiting for the first big punch. Forte smiles as De La Hoya whacks him to the body. And Forte comes out of that shell usually with good offense. See, nothing landing there by De La Hoya. That's the great defense of Forte. We head into round two. A very interesting first round. Forte comes out whacking with the left hook. Forte often will go into that shell defense and fighters reel off combinations as De La Hoya did, but very few of them really land. Forte going with the hook. Misses with the right, does Forte, and De La Hoya misses with his own right. De La Hoya is finding out what other people have already found out. Ike Forte is not that easy to hit. He may look like a mechanical fighter, but he isn't that much. Forte slipping the De La Hoya jab. Good jab by Forte. Good right hand to the head of Oscar De La Hoya. Forte takes a left hook, but covers up again and smiles at De La Hoya. Come on. And an exchange by both fighters. Big left hook by Forte. Ike Forte and De La Hoya go mano a mano in round two. And you have to think it will only get better for him in terms of sharpness as he gets some rounds under his belt. A hook and a right hand don't quite get there for De La Hoya. Again, De La Hoya with a counter left that misses, but a good right hand by De La Hoya. A left, and a left to the body by Oscar De La Hoya. Punches, and will that mean that he gave this round away? Big hook by Forte and another hook. They have not been. Good hook by Corte to the body. Not so one-dimensional, not so mechanical. Good upper body movement. If anything, he's been more fluid than De La Hoya. De La Hoya unable to get off first. It's been really Corte getting off first. Right hand blocked by De La Hoya. There's a good jab by De La Hoya, probably his best in the last couple of rounds. Right hand gets into the head of Corte. This round is there for the taking. Corte, a former WBA champ. They want more combination punching from De La Hoya. Wild left hook from the outside by De La Hoya. Ike Corte showing he is a poised and effective veteran right now. Right hand by Corte, and this may be a round Ike Corte has stolen just because he's punching more. When will Oscar De La Hoya begin to throw any of those combinations that they're calling for in his corner? They exchange left hooks. Will it heat up? There were some intense moments. Oh, big left hook sends Corte down. Oscar De La Hoya lands the left hook and sends Corte down. Here's where De La Hoya was sent Ike Corte down as they exchanged left hooks. De La Hoya off. Earlier when they exchanged left hooks, De La Hoya got the worst of it. This time it was Corte who opened himself up. Big right by Corte. Right and left by De La Hoya, but Corte comes back with his own. They rumble in the corner. There goes De La Hoya from a left hook. It's all even in the knockdown department. But turnaround is fair play. There was a left hook by Corte, sending De La Hoya down. Right on the chin. We may have the makings of a classic. Is De La Hoya hurt? I think so. He's holding. And I have to say that warning gave Oscar De La Hoya a little time to recoup. De La Hoya opening himself up again. De La Hoya landed that left hook that sent, oh my, nice right hand by Corte. Very brave after he landed that left hook to Corte, but he opened himself up for the next left hook. Those punches were all blocked by De La Hoya. Corte has certainly thrown more punches. Big right by Corte and a left by Corte. Here's the end of that round. A clubbing right hand by Corte. Oscar De La Hoya is so tense and so tight for this fight that he can't get into a fluid movement. Right hand by Corte. Corte is 3 inches shorter than De La Hoya and has 2 inches less reach. It looks the other way around. And if he's not dominating De La Hoya, which is a good right by De La Hoya, it doesn't move Corte. Good jab by De La Hoya. Sends Corte backward. Here comes De La Hoya, but he walks into a right to the body. Double jab and a straight right hand, and it was able to get through the defense of Corte. In truth, it hasn't been a scintillating effort by either fighter. Corte's been better. There's what they want from De La Hoya, even if those are blocked. Here's Oscar De La Hoya throwing some of those flashy combinations. De La Hoya being more aggressive. Wide punches, though, from De La Hoya. Corte gets there with the left hook. That pesky jab of Corte is... Wow! A big right hand by Corte. Corte. Another one. They exchange, and now De La Hoya gets a right hand in. And if you're looking for a difference in this fight, it's the jab of Corte, which is constant. And here comes Corte with the jab and a big right hand. How are the judges seeing this? Many close. Oh boy, left hand hurts Corte. It was a jab from De La Hoya, or was he just off balance? The mouse under De La Hoya's left eye is getting bigger. De La Hoya has had his moments in this round, though. Well, you see Corte just looking to nail that in with that right hand again. De La Hoya throwing wide punches. De La Hoya throws the left hook and lands it. Corte comes out throwing the jab as he has throughout this fight. Now there's De La Hoya. Good jabs by De La Hoya, and that gets him in. Corte actually the one pushing the punches out there. Good right and left. Left by De La Hoya. Not much landing there, but that flashiness could impress the judges. So it goes into the 12th and final round. Many thought it would get here. Ike Corte and Oscar De La Hoya going after it now, and this fight could very well be on the line. I believe, oh, there goes Corte from a left hook. Is the margin of victory that Corte had. We are being showered here at the ringside. He's going after Corte. Is that a good strategy? Corte getting nailed on the ropes. De La Hoya throwing caution to the wind. He walks into a hook, does De La Hoya. Big hook by De La Hoya. Mitch Halpern looking carefully. He better not stop it too soon. Corte's in trouble on the ropes. Big hook. Halpern is being very patient. Corte can't get off those ropes. Corte slapping. He throws a right. De La Hoya's punched out. De La Hoya's punched out. Can Corte come back? Brilliant refereeing by Mitch Halpern, allowing this fight to go on. Here comes Corte. The final seconds of what turned out to be a very, very interesting and entertaining fight. And boy, it will be an interesting decision.
Larry O'Connell scores the bout, 115 to 114. He scores it for Corte. John Keane scores the bout, 116 to 113. He has it for De La Hoya. Ken Marita scores the bout, 116 to 112 for the winner by split decision. And still the